good afternoon, and welcome to the best show in town. The best show at 4 o'clock with your one and only Dermatron, aka Dermot from, just delusional Dermo, Profitron. Call me what you like. I am the man, for the best stream ever. And next to me, well, this man needs no introduction. He's just called the Godfather. Pure and simple. He is the mafia head of the Spurs community. You get in trouble with him, he will put you into a golf course somewhere in England, Ireland, or America. You can even have your pick of golf courses. So, Philip, how are you? Been into the golf courses recently?
Yeah, the only course you can't use are the Donald Trump ones. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Chances are you get dug up very quickly on one of them.
Sorry.
That's
coming up in a minute. That's coming up in a minute. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Listen, before we get going, before we do, just let me get this. I had this spot on. Dermot, in his great wisdom, right, decided to do two streams together. So I was in one stream, Philip was in another stream, asking where each other were.
Yeah. Well, try that. Be a good way of doing it. I can do two streams together and see who gets the most viewers.
Yeah. Actually, see where we were. It was like, where are you, Philip? I'm in the stream. No, I'm not. Philip, I'm in the stream. There's 68 seconds, 48 seconds. Philip, you're not there. I am there. I'm not there. And then I come out and went, oh, fuck, yeah. I know what I've done. Had to come in very sheepish looking.
Yeah.
Anyway, but listen, before we welcome everyone in the chat, I just want to play this little video that me and Philip have done for our sponsor. So I'm going to take us out. We're going to play the video. It's only a couple of minutes long, isn't it, Philip? This video we've done for our official partner. So take us out. Please enjoy this. And this is the new video for our official sponsor. Hi, welcome to THFC Till I Die. The click of the fingers was we are here with our official partner, Philip, the best partner, even better than FC Salzburg. The best one around. Of course, we're talking about Wraith Energy Drink, our official partner here at THFC Till I Die. And Philip, look, there's a QR code above you. They really are a great company, aren't they, Philip? And you're excited. I've seen you running around the room and the offices here like a blue ass fly. You took some of Wraith's drink and you were like 21 again.
Exactly. Yeah, that takes some doing. I mean, this is one of the new kids on the block as regards energy drinks for gamers. Wraith. No relation to Wraith Rovers, the soccer team, I should say, but they are better, as Dermot said. They're better than the crowd that sponsors FC Salzburg, so you can work that one out yourself. But no, really, it's great to have them as our channel partners. And also as a welcoming introduction to the members, if you hit that link at the top, hit the QR code at the top, put in the code THFCTID, you get 10% off your first order. And if you look at the website, they've got some amazing flavors. Now, the one that I'm a bit iffy about is the bathwater one, but we'll come back to that.
I'm going to try that. That one.
No, okay. But really, get over there and try it out. We have our packs on order and they're coming. And if you see Dermot having to be lashed down to the seat soon, you'll know it's working on him, because it really does give you that spark that you need. Not that you need a spark to watch Tottenham, but it's a big help whenever you're tired, 8 o'clock at night, you're feeling a bit tired, have a shot of Wraith and you're jumping around the room again.
Yeah, it puts lead in your pencil.
Well, I don't know if it's meant to be that end of the market, but you never know. We'll have to try it out.
I'll let you know on that one. But listen, big up to Wraith as well. And as Philip said, do hit that QR code for 10% off. THFCTID. You get 10%. And they really are, Philip, the best partner around. Well, Philip, I have to go now. I want some more Wraith. I'm off to dive into a swimming pool full of Wraith bathwater. But
no, dive into the bathwater.
Yeah, diving into the bathwater. That there.
Did we do that? We did. Jesus.
It was the lead in your pencil bit that sparked me off. What the fuck was I thinking of when we did that, Philip? Seriously.
you're mixing up with another product that has that side effect.
Oh dear!
But they're
I
not
tell you one
sponsoring us
thing.
yet.
I did order the bathwater, by the way, Philip.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I have.
Oh.
Do you know the free bundle you get off them?
Yeah.
Right. I've ordered the bathwater. I am going to try it live on air.
Oh boy, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Put lead in your pencil. I can't believe I said that. I forgot I said that. Oh Lord.
Anyway, let's get back to the soccer, back to the football.
Yeah, hang on. My camera's gone a bit waffle. That's better. I don't know. It's gone a bit. Hang on. Oh, that's better. No, I still look like something out of a Batman film. Philip, right? I let you go through the. I let you go through
the bathwater would have done that. I think.
Yeah, I did. I let you go through the chat while I sort out my camera, and I will be back into you.
Start at the top here now. Hold on a bit. Okay, Eltel Cockerell's the first one in. Saying afternoon, lads. Afternoon, Eltel. And Side Dancer 83. Also afternoon, everyone. Stephen Cartwright. Hi, Stephen. Afternoon. No game this weekend, so I can relax. No, I hate weekends with no game. I literally hate them. But the only thing is, Dermot, we can watch the rugby in peace on Saturday. You know,
mind you, that's true. If I had a camera, that actually worked.
Yeah, it's your hand we're looking at here in a minute.
I know.
Carl Simpson,
I'm going to take myself.
Good afternoon, Dermot and Phil and everyone in the chat. And I get the next one up. Tequila 316. I would like to congratulate Dermo on yesterday's stream. There you go. Very good. You hear that, Dermot? You're getting congratulations on it. And Tequila is saying best stream ever. There you are now. And Carl Simpson, behave, Tequila, you wind up. Did I miss something yesterday? I was only in for a few minutes. I must have missed something. And Matthew was saying, hello, comrade Dermot and Philip. Big up. Hiya, Matthew. See, India gave England a fierce hammering in the cricket the other day. Eltel Cockerell, energy at my age is something somewhat short on supply. Yeah, I know the feeling, Eltel. Definitely know the feeling. Michael McDonald is saying, afternoon, everyone. As long as you don't get the wrath of Mia, you're okay, Derm. Michael, can I ask you a question? What the hell is happening to Celtic? We're very distraught. We're nearly as upset about Celtic as we are about Spurs losing on Saturday.
I'm refusing to watch them, Philip. I'm literally refusing to watch them.
You've allowed the Huns to be back top of the league again. That is not good. Get back.
Oh, I've entered a competition for Celtic tickets for us, Philip.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah, for the 28th of February. If you fancy going to watch Celtic versus Dundee United.
All right. Okay. What's the second prize? 4 tickets.
Yeah. Well, if we can't go, if I do get the tickets, what I'll do, I'll give them to Michael that he can go on our behalf as a roving Celtic correspondent.
That's only next weekend.
Yeah, well, I find out on Monday for one of them.
Nice. Okay. Wasted on YouTube. Heard they're doing the Irish version of Magic Mike. Nailed on to be in it. I haven't a clue what you're talking about, Carl, to be honest. Sorry about that. I'm sure Dermot will explain.
No, I haven't got a clue either, to be fair.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Fair enough.
And by the way, Wayne, just to let you know, the beard is growing. Do you know I haven't shaved yet? Do you know it's coming?
That and the price of razor blades, huh? And Wayne Bonner is saying, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well and having a damn good day. Well, I've had better, but who's...
See, Philip's had a bad day, and he comes on here to cheer up.
That's true.
We're Philip's psychiatrist. That's what we are.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been dealing with some of the knobheads I've been dealing with today, you need a psychiatrist.
Well, what you should have done, Philip, was had a glass of Wraith energy drink next to you.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
That would have put lead in your nose.
Okay. Right. And he said, I only order bath water that YouTubers have bathed in. That's my rule.
Yeah. Give it a chance.
Tequila. Big up, Wayne. Wayne Bonner. And Wayne is saying, big up, Tequila. How are you? All right. Not bad, homie. How are you? Wayne Bonner. This is the guys talking to each other here. And Talking Beer saying, morning, Philip. Morning, Talking Beer.
Morning, Talking Beer.
And also hello to Dermot as well. So there you go.
Yeah, big up, Talking Beer.
Wayne again is saying, all good at Tequila. Just chilling, watching the stream, and for no reason whatsoever. Listen to you two in the background. Oh, there you go. Could be doing worse things. Yeah. And Wilton McDonald. Hi, Wilton from Miami. Good morning, gents. Finally, I'm able to watch you guys live. Oh, good. Oh, welcome back. That's great. And Tequila is saying, always room for you too. Do you know, let me say something very controversial here, Dermot. I must be the only person in Ireland that doesn't get you two.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm
U2.
not a fan of the. I'm not a fan of the music at all.
You didn't like the Joshua
Tree. I've tried to be, but I just can't.
What do you think? What do you think of the Joshua Tree as an album?
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's very good.
No, Philip, you do have good music taste. To be fair to you,
I do. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. I just can't explain it. But U2 have never been on my musical radar. No. And I haven't tried too hard, to be honest. But it's just I admire Bono. I like what the lads do and all this. Apart from the tax haven in Portugal, but I just don't know. I'm more a straight rock and roll man rather than the more technical stuff like that.
So are you more into like what was his name? Who did Live Aid? Oh, what was his name?
Bob Geldof.
Bob Geldof. That sort of.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you the bands I'd be into. I'd be into the likes of the Eagles, right? I'd be into ELO.
Yeah.
Creedence. Creedence are my favorite band ever.
I know that.
Like the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, that type of stuff. More traditional rock music. So. I do like a bit of good country as well. I like some good country artists.
So you look a bit like Daniel O'Donnell.
I said country artist,
Big Tom and
I said country artist,
Seamus Moore singing about his JCB.
That's oh Jesus! I've seen that one recently. Oh God! Was he let into the recording studio to even record that stuff? No.
I tell you one thing. Fun. I was only a kid, and we went home to my dad one Christmas, right? And my uncle gave him this tape. It was Seamus Moore, the JCB song. Yeah. Now on this tape, only had 3 songs on it: the JCB song, Podgy from Tolawodgy, if you ever heard that one, Philip.
Yeah.
And about some fella's wife that was 32 stone trying to get her out of a cinema.
Oh, for God's
now,
sake. There's a guy called Richie Kavanagh as well, does that sort of shit. Yeah.
And we thought, right, it'd be different songs on the other side, on side B.
It's the same ones backwards.
Same ones backwards. And they literally did it backwards, right? But I love Seamus Moore. I love some of these songs. Some of them are near the knuckle, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
But
did you ever get a ride? Did you ever get a ride on the bicycle? That one?
Or Bang Bang Rosie. That's the other one.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the Father Ted episode where Brendan Grace plays Big Sean? Plays the record backwards, steal the car.
But I tell you, the JCB song has a lot of meaning for me because me and my dad were in construction. That song, because he did another version of it with plant hire companies in London, who I actually worked for. So there's I will play it on the channel. I don't think we'll get copyright because the song's over 40 years old now.
Yeah.
But I will find it. I will download it and play it for you. It is good crack.
There's some weird stuff out there. It really is,
The Podgy from Tolawodgy. It's the best song. If you're a traveller or somebody from that area, we do apologise now.
You have to be careful now what you say there. Yeah. Anyway, Neil Shafton, hi Neil, is saying when's the proctologist appointment and will they be filming in Super HD when they stick that probe up? And now, lads, come on, the tone of this chat is going downhill rapidly at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's this the other thing? What's this you call the other thing? It's
colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy, yeah.
Colonoscopy. That's
colonoscopy.
Yeah.
That's what my wife used to work at doing that.
So you got 3 ones then?
Never had one. Never want one.
She probably did it to you when you were asleep.
Probably did. Probably did. Yeah.
Sorry,
anyway.
Mrs. Brady.
Carl is saying, should have told them to do one, get some bathwater to drink. Yeah. DJ Samuel's in the house, saying good afternoon. Coys. And
I can bring them up now here, Philip.
Super Mods DX. I think that's the end of them now, anyway, I think.
Yeah. We've got loads more to go through yet.
Is there? All right, I can't see them on my bloody screen.
Here we go. I pick them, you read them.
Right, Neil is saying the lobotomy.
Yeah.
Full frontal lobotomy. Carl Simpson, I'm not a fan of U2. Just can't get into them. Bono winds me up. Well, that's 50% of what I was saying, Carl. You know, I admire what he's done for charity and everything, but the music doesn't do anything for me. And Wayne is saying, I came across idiots every day at work. Pretty sure I work with most of them. I've always some friendly words of advice for them. Yeah, I say the second word is off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tequila, I agree with South Park and what Bono is. Yeah, I don't think South Park likes him very much, does it?
No, they don't.
Yeah. U2 discotheque. Yeah. And Tequila, Elon Musk has killed the Joshua tree when he built his plant to make Tesla better. Is that correct?
Yeah. I
don't want to get into politics, but Elon Musk, it's either Navalny's wife started up a Twitter account the other day, and he shut it down after one day. So if he's not a Russian asset, I do not know what is. Anyway,
I don't know. Yeah.
Carl Simpson saying, I agree. Domo loves you too, but they have nothing on Bewitched.
No, they have nothing on Bewitched.
Oh, no.
I am sorry. I had a massive crush on 2 of them. I really did when I was younger.
Bewitched?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my God.
I did.
All right, okay. Pictures all over your wall?
I had one poster of them. Mind you, I had Debbie Harry up on my wall as well.
Oh, no, that's okay. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind her now.
Also had Debbie Harry. I had
Philomena Begley.
Fox. And who else?
Who else was there around that time?
Not Linda Lasardi. Yeah, I had her up on my wall. Who was, I forget now. But yeah, I had Bewitched up. I did like Bewitched, actually.
Yeah, I won't sort of say they're in my musical sphere now.
I wouldn't say they'd be in your top 10.
Top 10, top 1,000.
Anyway, let's get back to football, which we know what we're talking about.
Philip, as Michael McDonald, Philip, that is a big question. The answer is we will win the league and pump the Huns in the remaining games. Not worried at all. However, I would prefer a new manager. Never mind you to Christy Moore. Yeah. Moore. Yeah, it's just dumb. Or Michael, it worries us the fact that Celtic are no longer the force they were under Ange. They've taken a step or two back. I know there were a lot of injuries and what have you, but I mean, to see Rangers on top of the league is not what we want to see at all.
A step or two back. They've taken a step back into last century.
Yeah.
I mean, it's took Ange 7 months to get Tottenham purring. It's taken Brendan Rodgers 7 months to dismantle Celtic into a boring side.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch Celtic. I can't watch them, Philip. They're too boring.
Well, I still watch them, but I don't watch them with the enjoyment that I watched them last season. They were a really good watch last season, but not now. Anyway, Wayne Bonner saying Eagles are good. Their official copycat band are damn good live. There's a few of them knocking around. I've seen one of them with a girl called Niamh Kavanagh playing. She won the Eurovision in 1993 for Ireland, but brilliant. They do a show of Fleetwood Mac and Eagles stuff. That's great. Yeah. Great show. Neil Shafton, 32 stone, get around a movie theatre. Are the cinemas big enough to fit those jumbo numbers to lift you? Something.
I will play the song. I will find it, download it, and play it. It is funny. Tequila's just plugging the channel. He's plugging Airtel's channel. He's plugging our new Formula One channel. I have an apology to make to you guys for that. I'm sorry I didn't get round for day one afternoon testing, but I ran into stuff to do here. And it just, when the time I got round to it, an hour had gone, and I didn't think it was worth starting. So from 5 to 12 tomorrow, I will be back on our F1 channel to show you all the data we're testing. But don't worry, I have all the latest from today's test here during the show to make you up to date. So big up.
Now Wayne is saying, gotta love a bit of Kevin Bloody Wilson. Yeah, that's the Australian comic. I haven't really heard much about him, but I believe he's very funny. You know. Tequila saying, thank you, Carl. Save me a link.
Yeah. Hang on, where we're going. We've got Carl here saying,
oh yeah.
Definitely.
I agree with that.
She done a very. Did you watch The Crown, Philip? She done a very good job as Margaret Thatcher, by the way.
I'm behind on The Crown. I have a couple of series to watch on it, but I liked her in the fall. She's very good in the fall.
She was good in X-Files as well.
Yeah, she's good anywhere. Anyway.
Yeah. We've got Louise Nerdin was on my wall all throughout my teenage years. There's Tequila, Kylie Minogue. Yeah, that's
Kylie
true.
Minogue.
Yeah. Sheena Easton. Toya Kate Bush. Sheena Easton was in Miami Vice, by the way.
Was she?
Okay. She was in it for she died in it. She got killed. She married Crockett, who was one of the lead characters in it, and she died, and he went off the rails basically. But yeah, she was in it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, Philip, what are you like? Says Carl with a big laughing face. And Beth from Neighbours, don't ask me to type her name. No chance. I can't remember that. Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you, Dragon D Nuts. Oh, good. It's turned into the previous stream on YouTube. And then we've got Michael McDonald. I had to pick a Debbie Harry on my wall every day before school. I tried to.
That is it. Sorry, YouTube, if you're watching, that's only a joke. Thank you.
I nearly read that.
Michael, Michael, you're only checking to see was she wearing a Celtic kit underneath it. That's all. That's really what you were doing, right? Okay.
Yeah. I nearly read that out.
No, you did.
Nearly. When did we get Shamu TV part? Oh yeah. Apologies about last night's watch along as well. I'm not even going to talk about last night's watch along, but I apologize for that as well.
Which one was that?
Well, I was doing the watch along for Inter Milan versus
with the bad miss by, what do you call him?
Yeah. And Shamu was helping me, and I had an emergency here, so I had to come off and do something. When I came back, Shamu had disappeared. Everyone was still watching the game. The scoreboard had gone haywire, and I really wasn't in the mood, so I just said I'm cancelling the stream.
Just another normal day at THFC.
Yeah, just basically another normal day at THFC till I die. Yeah. Wendy Williams of the Plasmatics.
Oh, I haven't heard of her now.
No. Now, should we go on talking about football, Philip?
I think we might actually, before we get switched off for good.
Yeah. Right. VR official Philip picked up a rifle do you want to read that out? Because I've just totally got
VAR official picked up on the ref mic, making weak remarks about Spurs star. This to me is another example of the way the officials think of Spurs.
Now,
so VAR.
Is this the first goal we conceded or the second?
Oh, God knows. I don't know.
No, this was the first goal.
Okay. I'm looking at the keeper first. Stands his ground. Keeper's weak. Agree with that. Keeper plays the ball. I think he just eases him out and he's weak. So the two of them are saying he's weak, not just the VAR official. In the fact he was obstructed. He was fouled. Any other team in the country gets a free kick there, but not Tottenham. Now, if you look at the same weekend, there was two other incidents that same weekend, I think, and free kicks weren't given.
Yeah, exactly.
Same as Odoji getting booked at Brighton for taking his shirt off. Right?
Now, can I just say something here, Philip? If this is next season, we would have heard this on live.
Okay.
Do you know the referees are now going to talk about their decisions?
Sorry, Neil should have to send me a picture of Wendy O. Williams. He looks more like a Mohican, but anyway, go on.
Oh God, this is going to be one of them streams. I can feel it.
So.
It's going down that way. Philip, that's disgusting. That is so out. I think there should be an apology from the PLMGO to Tottenham.
Pogmol, PGMOL. Yeah, I know. It's just mad. You know, all we want is consistency. Whatever one team is treated with, the other team should get the same treatment. I was telling you about the bookings for Odoji there when he scored. Was it Sarr? Sorry, Papa Sarr. When he scored. Scott McTominay and Conor Gallagher did exactly the same things the same weekend, and neither of them were booked.
Yeah.
But where's the consistency, you know?
Yeah, I that for me is ridiculous, Philip. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, anyway, we'll leave you to make your minds up on what you think about it, guys. Now, Thomas Tuchel. Now, this broke this morning. Pardon me. Thomas Tuchel is to lead Bayern Munich at the end of the season. Do you know who's supposed to be taking over?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, among others.
Ollie at the wheel.
Yeah.
Now,
there's a few names being mentioned.
Yeah.
But there's an Irish connection to this, Dermot. There's an Irish manager connection to all this, which we'll mention later on. No.
Oh, thank God.
Thomas Tuchel's assistant at Bayern Munich is Anthony Barry.
Yeah.
He's Irish, and apparently he could now be in the job. If he leaves the club with Tuchel, he could well be in line for the Irish job. So let's work on that one.
How about Thomas Tuchel getting the Irish job?
Does my silence tell you anything?
Well, I thought you were thinking about it.
No, he's going to West Ham.
Why would you want to go to West Ham?
I wouldn't. He might.
Why?
Because probably they're paying way over the odds, and they probably
Going to
fail
West
there
Ham
as well.
Going to West Ham is like going to the ends of the earth and finding nothing.
Well, it's technically going to the back of the stand. It's not going to the end of the earth. You're that far from the pitch anyway. So the merry-go-round is going to start now. He deserves a better team than West Ham. He won't be coming to Ireland. That's way beneath his pay grade.
Who are we going to get?
I don't know. I heard they were going to put an ad in the Evening Herald tonight and see if they get a manager.
Independence.
Yeah.
Irish job for Irish job for free.
No experience necessary. just
as long as you know the crack, you'll be getting on fine.
Oh, jeez.
We're an embarrassment.
I've just given up on it.
Yeah. Now, the 6 players that are anti-Thomas Tuchel, and they've been named, Philip, and they are...
This should be a good dressing room for this, isn't it? Yeah. Good for morale in the dressing room.
Yeah. They are Thomas Muller,
Leon Goretzka, Matthias de Ligt, and I heard he had a row with Tuchel a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Matthias Tell, that's 4 of them. Serge Gnabry and Kimmich. Well, Kimmich is definitely...
Yeah.
Kimmich had a fight with the assistant manager at the weekend as well.
He did.
Yeah.
And there's 6 players that are in favour of Tuchel. Guess who's leading that bunch?
Manuel Kane, Harry Neuer.
That's funny.
Eric Dyer. I'll tell you why Eric Dyer is in favour of, because Thomas Tuchel goes. Eric Dyer ain't got no future at Bayern Munich at the end of the season. That's why.
Isn't it funny? Eric Dyer goes to a club with Harry Kane, and the manager gets the sack within 6 months of the.
I tell you, it's the curse of N17. It's followed them to Bayern Munich. It really.
And apparently, Millwall are sacking their manager, and that's the second time that's happened to Tottenham as well.
Oh Jesus! Right. Okay.
So anyway, we've got Manuel Kane. Leroy Harry Sane. We've got Jamel Dyer. Harry Sane. We've got Raphael. Yeah, go on.
Raphael Neuer. Mix them all up. Eric Kane. Dyer Sane.
Yeah. Do you know what? I couldn't think of Eric Dyer's name earlier. When I was putting this together, I was thinking, who's the player that went to Tottenham to Bayern Munich? I had to actually look up who Tottenham sold last summer in January.
Did he have that big an effect on you?
He had that big of effect on me. It's just unreal. Do you feel sorry for Tuchel? I do.
No, I don't really. I never liked him at Chelsea. I tell you what he reminded me of at Chelsea. All he was missing was a leather coat and the jackboots. He reminded me of a Gestapo officer in the Second World War. He was like an extra in Schindler's List.
Oh Lord God, Philip, it isn't that sort of podcast yet. You have to rein yourself in.
You asked me what I thought of him. I'm telling you, that's literally he reminds me of that. He's very Germanic. Very Germanic.
So basically, you've described him as somebody that was in the 1939 to the 1945 disagreement with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's it. If I see him wearing a leather coat on the touchdown, I'll definitely write. Anyway.
Sorry, that's just me coughing myself to death after that comment.
Oh dear. Anyway,
do you know what? I actually miss doing these streams, Philip. It's been a quite weird one because we've been quite not doing them together, and I've actually missed that. We haven't done one of these streams for a long time.
They're good fun now. Don't take us seriously, lads. Don't take us seriously in some of the things we say now.
No, well, I'm just still in amazement. Your Tuchel was in the 1939-1945 disagreement with Iceland.
Well, well, I tell you, his grandfather or his father could have been involved in the little 1914-18 kerfuffle as well. So
do you know that was between Tottenham and Arsenal?
Was it? Oh, right.
Yeah,
I know they played a football match on Christmas Day in No Man's Land.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, but I think it was called off because VAR there was a power cut in the VAR booth, and they couldn't give a decision whether it was offside or not. So.
Seriously, didn't Paul McCartney do that as a Christmas video for a Christmas?
He did.
It was actually very good, actually. I have to say.
But you know something, that seriously, whenever that was all over, the brass in both armies were disgusted that the two teams got together even to play a football match.
Yeah,
they hated each other that much, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it is. Now, Philip, Damien Duff, and I actually spoke this to Philip. Shh. I've been told off here for shouting.
Oh, yellow card.
Yeah, no, I've got the blue card.
Oh, right, okay.
She's going to send me to the sin bin. I got that. Then I get the yellow. Once I get the red card, I go into Dervil's dungeon. Then I get sent down there for 2 days. That's punishment. Now, Damien Duff, Philip, I was talking to Dave about this earlier, about the government €50 million for casement project could go to Irish soccer. Damien Duff saying it should go to the Irish academies for the League of Ireland instead of $50 million going to Casement Park, which is going to be used for GAA and apparently be used once or twice for the European Championships.
Yeah,
Philip, I agree with him. I think it's a waste of $50 million. That should be put into the League of Ireland academies for future players to come through and make our team a league better and make our national team more competitive.
Yeah. It's effectively sponsoring the GAA.
Yeah, it is.
50 million. Like, I know, but I mean, apparently there's going to be trouble over this particular project because apparently when they priced it up initially, it was going to cost, £90 million, right?
Yeah.
The costs have now gone over 200 million. And apparently the British government or the Northern Ireland government or whoever looks after things up there is now kicking over the price of it. So it may not even go ahead. Now, as regards giving 50 million technically to the GAA, you're dead right. It's okay, maybe not give it all to football, but spread it around rugby, spread it around the other sports in the country. It's been very, very selective. They'll give it to the GAA, and purely because they can class it, it's going to be used on the ground. It's going to be used for European Championship games for one season. After that, it's going to be purely GAA. So I don't agree. It should not be all going to the GAA. Absolutely not.
It should all go to the League of Ireland.
Don't give it all, Dermot. You can even give 25, 30 million of it.
Philip.
Give 30 million of it. Give the other sports the chance as well. The other sports have been left out as well.
Look, I'm sorry. What do you mean give the other sports a chance?
Yeah,
GAA.
why should football get it or leave GAA out of it? Right, but
Philip, GAA, you know yourself. I'm got strong views in this, but GAA is the number one sport in Ireland. Secondly, very closely by rugby. Yeah. Soccer doesn't get anything.
No, but what I'm saying is they should get something out of it.
Yeah, you look at soccer pitches. You go and play in there, Philip, around this area, and there's cows shit on the pitch. There's sheep shit on the pitch.
Well, that's in Wexford now. That's in Wexford.
Yeah, and broken bottles. And you go to a GAA and they've got the best of everything. I don't agree with that, Philip. I'm sorry. I think GAA
you're picking me up wrong here. I don't agree with the money going to the GAA, right? But what I'm saying is you're looking for the whole lot of it to go to football.
Yeah,
spread it around. You have other sports. You've got hockey. You've got ladies football. You've got a lot of other sports that if it was all given to the FAI, there'd be an outcry as big as there is now. But if you spread it around, give 25 million to football, 5 million to hockey, 10 million to swimming, something else to boxing, everybody's happy. And give the GAA nothing.
Yeah, but soccer, we have a national side, Philip, and a league that is starved from any proper funding. You know that as well as I do.
But we're never going to get that. We're never going to get that level of funding from the government. Never.
Well, it's okay for them to piss the money up the wall with RTE then. And look, they just wasted it.
Of course it is.
And they just wasted it on a Broadway show that was a waste of fucking money.
Yeah, that's true. But
how much money did they give to executives?
It cost 2 million, that particular thing.
The Children's Hospital, over 300 billion euro has been spent on that, and that's not.
It's not 300 billion now. It's not 300 billion.
300 million.
It's 2 billion, I think.
2 billion. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to be a billion out. Sorry,
you're only 298 billion out.
Okay, if you're being exact. But do you know what I mean? I just think that I just think Irish soccer doesn't get a look in, Philip, with anything.
No.
It never does. And I'm getting sick to death of this because all our best talent's going to England, and we should be able to produce talent enough in a competitive league to play in this country and improve our national side.
Well, do you know what you do, Dermot? Whenever the election comes up and they come knocking on your door, tell your TDs that, tell your politicians that, because
Can I
people
tell my
them.
TDs? I'm being honest now. My TDs, which is like MPs for you lot in England or wherever you're watching this, are as useless as finding as they're as useful as finding a pothole in the road, driving a larder down it, because you know full well you're going to hit a fucking pothole.
Yeah,
that's how useful my TDs are. 5 years I've been chasing them about Wexford Hospital and what happened to Derval 5 or 6 years ago. Don't want to know. But if there's a pothole in the road, or if there's a pothole in the road, or if there's a building to open, they're there. They want to know.
Oh yeah, listen, that's politics for you. It's all project. It's all image and to be seen. But let's face it, there's no way that football is going to get anywhere like the funding the GA has got. So anyway, that's it.
Yeah. I look, Philip, that in that new podcast we're starting, you, me, and Dave are going to do, I am going to bring this up, and I think we should have a healthy debate on that.
Yeah. But like you're pie in the sky thinking they're going to get 50 million off the government, not a hope.
So why are they giving 50 million to a stadium, right, Philip?
It's a cross-border initiative. It's a cross-border
why
initiative.
Are we paying? The question I'm asking you, right, is why are we paying 50 million?
But the money is probably coming out of some European fund. We may not necessarily have contributed that much to it. It's not all Irish money. It's coming from Europe as well. But it should be directed to more. They should be spreading it more evenly out, not giving it all to one particular code.
I've just seen what Wayne said about Alada.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
He says, Alada, why would you drive a food cupboard down?
No, Lada, the Ladas have gone off the road now completely, you know?
No, they're still sold in Russia.
Oh, well, that's fair enough.
They're actually Russia's biggest car manufacturer.
Okay. Well, about 20 years ago down here, a guy went into a car accessory shop and he says, petrol cap for a Lada, please. And the guy behind the desk said, yeah, that sounds like a fair swap.
Hey, watch it, Dermot. Alada is what those drivers use in Slovenia for the full-time jobs. We lost those Uber drivers.
That's right.
You're more aggressive since you had your haircut, Dermo.
Yeah, he's losing it there and gaining it there, so it's kind of balancing out, you know.
Yeah, I'm balancing out. Yeah. And where's the fun in that? I'll tell you one thing I'm enjoying today. But seriously, though, Philip, if you look at the whole structure of the League of Ireland, right? If there's one area, do you think Damien Duff has a point? By the way.
Oh, he has. Yeah, he has. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like he's manager of Shelburne, who are. Good up and coming. In fact, I think Shelburne made it into Europe this season.
They did, yeah.
The league position. So, I mean, yeah, you got it. But I mean, I'm looking at League of Ireland games. The attendances at League of Ireland are very, very good at the moment.
They are. They're
extremely good. So that should encourage the government to say, "Listen, we're onto something here. Let's help them." But no, they come along and say, "Here, it's GA. Here's your 50 million. Don't spend it all in the same sweet shop."
It is. Well, look, Philip, we are going to do a little thing on the League of Ireland. We'll probably do probably in the football debate or something like that. We'll do a little build up because it's going to be a quite historic year, isn't it? Shamrock Rovers could be going for 6 in a row. Or is it 5 in a row?
I'm not sure, but the one of the betting they did against Dundalk on Friday night, that's for sure.
Yeah. But do you know what? The Irish League is a good league to watch, isn't it? If you can get it on the RTE player, if you can download it.
Every Friday night there's a match on, 7:45.
And they play through the summer as well, don't they, Philip?
Yeah,
so, there's plenty of football. Me and Philip in the summer are going to cover some of these games for the good of our health. We have to pick a side yet, Philip. Who are we following?
Well, I'm Shelburne.
Okay, I'll follow you then.
I'm Shelburne.
I'm Shelburne, yeah. I'm easily led.
No, it's just my son-in-law's a big fan of them. My grandson's a big fan of them. So
didn't you know the president or something?
No, I know the president of St. Pat's. He plays in the band with me. But like I like St. Pat's, but no, I'm going for Shelburne.
Are you going to get him on talk about the League of Ireland?
I could do, yeah, absolutely.
That's not a bad shout, actually. Get him on.
Yeah,
actually.
he knows lots about it. You know, he's
and he might enjoy my wife's League of Ireland being shafted. That's my question to him.
Yeah.
Seriously though, Philip, sports around the world, right? You look at the UK, you look at sports around the world. Do you feel, especially Irish sports, all sports, forget GAA because we know that's well funded in rugby, but do you feel the other sports are sort of forgotten about? I know you said about boxing and the rowing and the hockey team and the ladies' football. Do you like the Olympic sports or do you feel athletics? Do you feel other sports are forgotten because GAA and rugby are so big in Ireland?
No, they're not forgotten because the fans are always there. Like, I mean, look at the young lad of the weekend won 2 world records for Ireland, 2 gold medals in the swimming. You've got Katie Taylor in boxing. You've got a very good hockey team. You've got the O'Driscolls in the rowing. There's lots of other sports that mightn't have the mass appeal that the GAA has, but they have an awful lot of followers as well.
But we
are a very sporting nation. We are a really good sporting nation.
We do produce great sporting heroes, Philip. You look at Barry McGuigan.
We punch above our weight. We punch above our weight for the size of the island. We really do.
And we were the first side to beat England in the home in the international. By the way,
I knew that was coming.
And also, you haven't beaten us in 33 years in any competitive games. You can stick that friendly up your ass. You know, when it comes on the 7th of September, we will beat your ass in Dublin. If not us, then the Guards will. One or the other.
I think Dermot's going to do a forfeit if England win, aren't you, Dermot?
What am I doing? What did I agree to?
I'll think of something. Don't worry. I'll think of something.
Because you're
putting yourself on a pedestal there.
I am
with all
not
the English
wearing.
guys watching this. You know?
I am not wearing.
Oh, I never said that. No.
No,
you
can
that.
feck off on that.
No. Well, think of something, though, won't we, lads?
Yeah, I'm going to love what these lads are going to come up with as a full.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to them. We'll pick the best one out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that. You're
involved. That's the task, lads. Anyone living in England, right? What forfeit would you make Dermot do if England beat us in September?
You're in it as well, by the way.
Oh no! I'm organising it. I'm not in it. I'm keeping because I have never come out with a comment like that. You know.
Hang on.
Oh God! Look who's in now.
Oh God! Did somebody say for? You just mentioned. It's like you click your heels
it's
3
like radar.
times.
It's like radar. The minute she hears the word forfeit, it's in like a bullet.
Can I just say, Mia? I hope you're all right, and I hope everything went well the other day. And me and Philip are here for you if you need anything as well. So big up to you, Mia. Let's see.
Yes,
Dermot, the US has a similar record versus England. They do.
That's true.
Yeah.
1950, I believe.
No, not in your hoping bloody hell will I. You can feck off on that. Carl says, I want you to wear an England shirt and tell Grealish and Rice you love them.
I think I've started something here.
If Dermot loses, he has to wear an England shirt in streams for the whole week.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing,
forfeit. That's not bad. You were involved in this as well, Philip. I'm not doing this on my
own. No. I suggested it, so I'm the organizer. I'm going to be the arbitrator.
Yeah, well,
of this now. I'm going to.
Right. Then the forfeit. Then the forfeit then goes the other way. What does Philip have to do? No.
But I haven't said if England beat Ireland. I'm only acting as referee here.
No, you're just being what do you call crafty? That's you. Anyway, okay, we leave it. The end of the string, we'll pick the best one. I'll start them, Philip. All right, and you can pick one. Okay, I'm not picking me as one. I'm sorry. I refuse to do that. And she says also, thanks, guys. Yeah, Mia, I hope you're all right. We've got Big Up Mighty Mouse, and we've got Hey Tequila. We've got Michael. We'll do that one as well. So if you have a cell phone right now with you and I, just say 999 and see what happens. I want the English national anthem sung and recorded as your intro. Not in this. I am sorry. I live in a very Republican house. Philip knows this. You know this, and you know how Republican I am.
Yeah.
So I am no Michael Collins. I am not going to cave in and sign a treaty.
Unlike your relative did. Yeah.
Well, he had no choice, bless him, but
you might have no choice.
I quit.
Oh God.
The day of the match, I handed my resignation letter.
You go missing for about 48 hours, you know.
Yeah.
Temporary amnesia. Temporary
Yeah.
amnesia.
Better together, Dermot. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Philip has to come and do this as well.
No. I'm the organizer of this. I'm sorry. You get me some other time. There's no point in the two of us involved in this. No.
Okay. I want you to email Arsenal and apologise to T-Rex. Michael says, respect Dermo. Is he saying for me to respect, or is he saying people respect?
No. It's respect. It's respect.
Yeah, exactly. Us Celts stick together.
Let's get on with it.
If I wore anything English, Derby would actually get a frying pan and beat the shit out of me with it. Seriously.
Well, do you know something? I don't know.
If you shown the red card, then
I did a shopping the other night, right? And when I got the bill, right, only 34% of what I bought was Irish made. The rest of it was made in England.
Really?
So yeah, you know, so it's all around us, Dermot. You know, you're subconsciously supporting English industry every time you go.
I don't. I just buy Irish food.
Yeah, but what you think is Irish isn't actually.
No,
Irish,
I don't get anything from Israel.
I'm not talking about Israel. I'm not talking about Israel.
No,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I mean, just
nothing
saying,
from Israel.
You buy HP sauce. That's English.
Never did get anything from Israel, and I always buy support at the moment. Support during the pandemic, Irish farmers and food. To keep
I try and do that as well. But there's certain things you get. They're not produced here, so you have to buy them from somewhere else. You know. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Anyway. Anyway, as Philip has just thrown me into the deep end and left me hanging. Now the FA Cup. How much does the FA Cup mean to you, Philip?
At the moment, bugger all. It used to mean a lot. I used to love Saturdays on BBC from about 8 o'clock in the morning right through to about 7 o'clock watching the game and all the after it. Now I don't think I watched the cup final in 15 years. Really haven't. Yeah. I just don't bother.
The FA from the 25-26 season have sold the rights to God bless you. Have sold the rights, Philip, to TNT, full exclusive rights. Now, this is the first time the FA Cup will go behind the paywall. Now, do you agree with? I don't agree with this, Philip, and I think it's, I think it's absolutely disgusting that a competition. It should be like Formula One. It should be like Wimbledon, the snooker, all the major sporting events that mean that the BBC shown are now going behind paywall.
Well, Wimbledon is still free to air, I think.
But how long before that goes?
Yeah, well, do you remember a few years ago there was a big kick up that the Test cricket was free to air, and so it'll never go behind the paywall. Sky have it now. Enough said. Yeah. It's probably one of the last major competitions that they've been sold out on. And again, it's the FA thinking of money rather than the fans.
Now, all games outside 3 p.m. kickoffs will be broadcast live, while the final will be on both TNT Sports and free to air. TNT Sports are an outstanding broadcasting with an impressive record of showing some of the biggest and best sporting events around the world. I disagree. FA Chief Executive Mark Bullingham said, "We are delighted to be working with them on our shared commitment and the long-term vision that will ensure the Emirates FA Cup continues to thrive over the coming years." TNT Sports said the deal will ensure that the world's longest-running national knockout football competition continues to be broadly available as possible across the UK. It added, selected matches from every round will be available from free to air, and the highlights of every game will be made available. The FA is entirely free to air on ITV and BBC at the present until the end of the 24-25 season. Philip, I don't agree with this. They're going to cherry pick the best games on TNT and give BBC or ITV the worst games to show.
Well, look, they're going to give BBC and ITV Accrington Stanley versus Scunthorpe, and they're going to take Manchester City versus Man United as their game. That's the way it's going to be, right? This thing about they're one of the best broadcasters in the world, they're rubbish. They took over BT Sports about 6 months ago. Okay, maybe they existed in another planet or another country, but to say they're outstanding, this, that, and they're not. I mean, some of the commentators, some of the pundits they have on are embarrassing, to say the least. And this is just another case of money talks. And it's going to be a detriment of the fan who can't afford the. They're already. I think if I heard on the radio this morning, the Sky and the various companies in England tried to put up the price of the pay-per-view in England, and they fair dues to the British government, they refused to allow it. But how much longer can they stop that when they keep it back? It's just another example of the man on the street being penalised.
It is, and look, I love my Formula One, Philip, right? And I do love my Formula One, and that's now on Sky. I have to pay to watch that. Well, I can remember as a kid growing up, it was always on BBC. And I went to ITV. It returned to BBC. And I loved watching it. So why are fans like us we pay enough going to watch the damn games. We pay enough for the merchandise. Why been asking to pay extra more for something that should be free to air? And I think all fans, Philip, I'm being serious on this. I think all fans should now start protesting about this. I really do, because enough's enough. Why should we have to shell out more money when the cost of living's going up, when electricity bills are going up, food's going up, price of fuel's going up?
Yeah.
Do you know, people that can't go out the house, that can't go to games, depend on the BBC or ITV to show them the matches.
Yeah.
And now it's been I think there has to be something done about this, Philip. We're quick enough to jump out about a Super League, but everyone's going to say, "Oh, well, it's going to TNT." I don't care.
The way that those companies, they don't care as long as they reach their target of subscribers, right? Which they will. They don't care if Joe Public from Main Street, Bally go backwards, can't afford the thing. Then there's somebody else in that they'll be able to afford it.
Yeah.
So they don't care. As long as they get their figures, they won't matter. And they will also, they'll throw in other sports along with a subscription just to make it more like Formula One. They'll throw that in as part. If you want to see football on Formula One, you have to subscribe to Sky.
Yeah. Sky for me, Philip, has been the biggest hindrance to English football since it began. Yeah. I mean, Alan Sugar's got an awful lot to answer for what he did.
But it would have happened anyway. In regard, it would have happened a couple of years later. It wouldn't have been. If
you like, you're a Man United fan, right? You can't get to the game, and Man United are playing Arsenal, and you can't afford, right, to go down to the pub, or you can't go down to the pub, or you can't afford to watch it on TV. What are you going to do? Sit down, wait for the highlights?
Yeah.
Because there's no way in hell that TNT are going to give up that game to the BBC or ITV.
That's true. But there's another thing too that I'm surprised there hasn't been a bigger kick up about. Have you seen the prices the pubs have to pay to have Sky?
Yeah.
It's 10 times what Joe Public is paying. It's a huge amount every year just to show, because they know they're going to have a crowd in the pub to watch the matches. Yeah. And they get, apparently they have an active team going around into pubs, checking whether they've got the little pint bottle thing in the last symbol in the bottom of the screen. If not, they get prosecuted.
Yeah. Tequila says, oh, sorry. Yeah. What's he trying to say, Philip?
I've no idea.
No, what's he trying to
say? VPN. Oh yeah, I know what he's saying. Yeah, pick it up. Pick it up from somewhere else under a VPN. Yeah, that's a way of doing it. Yeah.
Cough networks will soon be worthless because streaming will be used by the majority of broadcasting. Networks will be forced to buy out the streaming service because kill their advertising. Philip, where are we going with sport and free to air?
We're going. It's the rise of the dodgy box. That's what's coming.
But can I just say, Simon Jordan said it this morning, and I agree with him. He said it this morning last night. Free to air isn't really free to air because you pay a TV license. So technically, you're paying for a service. So technically, it's not free to air, is it?
Well, I mean, there's been TV licenses around for the last 60 years. And if you work it out, a TV license here, I think it's £3 a week, €3 a week, something like that, you know. And that is supposed to keep RTE and paying off their executives. You know,
now, RTE.
But if they stop the TV license, then I don't know what's going to happen.
RTE used to show Formula One, used to show a lot more.
But they couldn't compete. They couldn't compete with to buy the contract. You know, They still have a bit of Champions League, but they share it with TV3.
Yeah. Neil says TNT Sports or Dross, they can hardly do a decent job in NASCAR. And there are a lot of people who like the not right turn races. All other sports are poorly done. Even the Champions League is poorly done. That's going back to the BBC, actually, the Champions League from next season, Philip.
Oh, that's
where the highlights program is.
Well, right, okay.
We've got anyone who has a Rio as a pundit.
Right.
Disgusting. They're making all these monumental events pay to watch. Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
TNT are rubbish. I just today cancelled the contract with them.
Yeah, that's voting with your feet. Oh.
I just look, and then Michael says, I have access to all TV stations in the world. I still tune in to yourselves. If only they knew how good we were.
Thanks, Michael.
I know we're good. Yeah. Philip is the star of the show. I just follow him. Philip.
No,
he is. I all the good jokes come from Philip. He's like, we're like the Morecambe and Wise of YouTube.
Oh God.
Or the two Ronnies, because we wear glasses.
Right.
Philip is a little short ass fella that sits in the black chair telling funny jokes.
I'll let you go with that one.
And I'm the fella that runs a corner shop.
And open all hours, then.
I love that program, by the way, Open All Hours.
Yeah, it's good. The sequel was good too. Still open all hours.
Last thing we're going to talk about, Philip, is the Premier League clubs transfer free debts. New report shows massive, stunning sums owed. Now, this is how it's run, Philip. I saw this article today, and I did find it interesting. And it's, as you can see, using the most up-to-date Newcastle United figures, including the 22-23 season, Newcastle United Football Club owing 80 million in transfer-free installments, like pretty much every other club, though. The transfer-free debt owed will have gone up further after the summer of 2023 trading. Interested to see, though, of that the 7 other current Premier clubs. Do you want to read this out? Because I'm not doing it properly, Philip. Sorry.
Okay, where are we? So the 7 clubs, league clubs that owe more than Newcastle in this table. 6 of the 7 are the big 6. All of those big 6 spent more than Newcastle United last summer. So fair to expect that if most, if not all, of the 6 cases, their transfer fee installment debt will also have increased more than Newcastle's. That's fair enough. As to the very extreme, Manchester United owing 364 million in transfer in fees installments. How is that allowed? Then you look at the bigger picture with Man United in particular. The amount of money they owe is spectacular, as well over 1 billion when you take into account the longer term loans and their overdraft, as well as the money owed in transfer installments. They pay serious amounts in interest payments. And interesting to see what sustained absence in the Champions League will do to them. Yeah, that's true.
Now, can I also add to that? Sir Jim Ratcliffe last night did buy Manchester United.
Yeah, 27.5% of it.
Yeah. So that went through last night, didn't it, Philip?
Yeah.
But this is the chart. I mean,
Spurs are second there, but the way I would look at the Spurs scenario, those debt are spread out probably. They're on mostly recent transfers. The likes of Van de Ven, Romero, Odoji, Porro. So they're spread out over 5 years. Yeah. There's probably 50 million a year going out of Tottenham over the next 5 years, which sounds a lot, but the clubs up the top of the table there will be clubs that haven't either bought or bought low price players. Like Nottingham Forest, 9 million. How the hell are they at FFP? Only 9 million owed. You know,
that's not 90 million.
No, it couldn't be. No, it couldn't be. If it was 90 million, they'd be down near just a bit behind Liverpool.
Yeah. Now, you look at Man City, 136 million. You look at Chelsea, 141 million. West Ham. 2023 alone, 171 million. Yeah. And you look at Man United, this year alone, Philip, 364 million they are out. You said they are a billion. If Man United don't get in, well, with Ratcliffe buying them out now, do you think that has eased their money problems for a little while?
Well, it depends where the money's going. He said he wants to use the money to increase the to revitalize Old Trafford or build a new Old Trafford. So if that money's not going to pay off the overdraft, then it's not going to help those figures very much.
Yeah,
it's for the future, not for the past. So, but like we did hear, Dermot, that Man United were in trouble. There was no line of credit being extended to them.
Yeah,
that they were they couldn't buy any players because they were frozen. So it'll be interesting to see now what Ratcliffe's money does for United.
Yeah, I think so, Philip. Listen, just a few more, and then we'll go through the last bit about the Formula One, because that's back from today, Philip. The first day of pre-season testing. So
some things never change.
Pardon?
Some things never change with Verstappen.
Oh no, that I wouldn't read too much into that, Philip. I really wouldn't read much into that. Testing, other teams could be sandbagging. You don't know, so we don't know. If you Dermo is eye candy. Phil Daniels and Dermo Mirage. Apparently, I'm eye candy. What do you reckon? Yeah, Amoli Derv was eye candy, Carl. So there you go. There you go. Why is Carragher still in the job? Can I say another thing as well? Who's that other Matthew Letizia?
Yeah.
He is the biggest moaning git I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, he's gone over the top since he lost his job at Sky. He's moaning about everything. Himself and Joey Barton. Joey Barton wants a good slap. Some of the stuff he's coming out with.
He does. Now, Philip, just very quickly on Formula One. That started today, the first day of pre-season testing. Max Verstappen was quickest driver in the opening stint today. These were the drivers, of course, driving Red Bull. Max Verstappen was driving today, be reversed tomorrow. Mercedes, George Russell, Charles Leclerc this morning. Sainz was driving in the afternoon, as you can see, AM and PM. Tomorrow it will be Perez will be driving Red Bull tomorrow, and Lewis Hamilton will be driving in the Mercedes tomorrow in his farewell year before he goes to Ferrari for 2025. Philip, just very quick, so
who's driving for Lada? Who's driving for Lada?
No one.
No, right. Yeah,
no. There was another big thing broke over this winter as well, Philip. Christian Horner, who's the team principal of Red Bull, is apparently being under investigated by the racing team's parent company, Red Bull GmbH, following the claim of improper behavior by a female colleague. The 50-year-old denies the accusation and remains in his role as Red Bull team principal. But Toto Wolff, the team principal and owner of Mercedes, has called for Red Bull's investigation for Christian Horner to be transparent, and said the issue is an issue for all of Formula One. Which is very true, Philip. Do you feel, Philip, if somebody's being investigated for improper conduct in any walk of life, in any company, should they be suspended until that investigation is concluded? And why do you think they've left him in his role? Is that right?
Well, I mean, you've gone. The principle is you're innocent until proven guilty, so you can't really suspend someone on the grounds that we think you might be in guilty, but we're not going to take any chances. So suspend you. No, I mean, let's face it. There's been more than, I'm not saying whether the guy's guilty or not, but there's been more than one false allegation made against people in high profile in the past. And until he's proven guilty, then I think they have to let him stay in the role. And I'll say Mercedes are only scoring points there, trying to get transparent.
I think so, Philip.
What would they do if it was them?
Yeah, exactly. And he goes on to say, Formula One and teams stand for inclusion, equality, fairness, and diversity. This is not only about talking about it; it's about living it day in, day out. They are just standards we set ourselves. We are a global sport on one of the most important sport platforms in the world, and role models too. But having said that, there is a lot of speculation that this has been happening over the past weeks, and a lot of things that are going on. What is important at this stage is the process is rigor.
I
think it's rigor.
I can barely read that actually.
Rigor. I think what Red Bull have started as an independent investigation, if this is done in the right way with transparency, that is something we need to look at. What the outcome are, what it means for Formula One, how we can learn from that, because we want to talk about racing cars. We want to talk about the sport rather than those very, very critical topics that are more than just team issues. It's a phenomenon and an issue for all of Formula One. Every individual that works out there, he's trying to take the light off him because of Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari in 2025, and Lewis Hamilton criticizing Mercedes, saying that car is a load of crap. Do you? look, I know your knowledge in Formula One is not as good as mine, Philip, and hopefully during this season you'll get to know it, love it as much as I do. Do you feel it's just all point scoring, as you say?
Of course it is.
It's all
That's
tick
all it
for
is.
tat.
Yeah, of course it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's one company trying to score points off another, you know.
Yeah.
And,
But should Christian Horner be suspended while that investigation is going on?
No.
See, I think he should have.
Again, you're assuming he's guilty, and that's not against natural justice.
But if this was
if he's done something, if he admits to something, yes. But he's denying the charges, and he's as much entitled to his freedom until he's proven guilty or otherwise.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Just to give you a top three here today, Max Verstappen was quickest this morning with a 1:32.548. He was on the C3 tyre, 66 laps he'd done this morning. Charles Leclerc was second in the Ferrari, 64 laps. And Fernando Alonso, the oldest man on the grid, apart from Lewis Hamilton, did 77. He's near 42 he is now, Philip. Fernando Alonso. 77 laps, 800ths of a second behind Max Verstappen. So it looks very tight, Philip. At the end of the afternoon session, I think Red Bull were 1.1 seconds ahead of McLaren, but I wouldn't read too much in it because of other teams sandbagging and that. Next week's going to be the interesting part where we see. And of course, this was the other top 10 was Oscar, the McLaren Oscar. He was 1.1 second behind Tsunoda and the other Red Bull in the Visa Red something car, which is the Red Bull sister team. George Russell was 6, Bottas was 7, Alex Albon for Williams was 8, Ocon for Alpine was 9, and 10th was Kevin Magnussen for Haas, so 3.1 seconds. But wouldn't read a lot into that, Philip. Just generally first day of testing, so it's probably the first line of qualifying. But I will be back tomorrow with that, Philip, with the afternoon session. We're back tomorrow at 4 as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
With Newsbeat.
Yeah.
You may have to start it because the Formula One will finish at 4, so I'll jump from that to here. Okay. So I may have to do that. Well, thank you very much for today, Philip. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, good program. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So we'll see you later on.
Yeah, just a couple of more here. We've got Neil Shafton saying, how can it be a sport? How can it be sports when there is no defense involved? That's true.
No defense in darts either.
Yeah, that's true. I heard it was Abramovich driving for Lara.
Yeah, it could be.
And then
Matt Lafarage, very true. Nigel Farage,
Philip, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. We're back tomorrow, of course, at 4. We're also on tomorrow night with the football debate. I don't know what we're going to debate about, Philip.
No, think of something.
Maybe free-to-air sport. Maybe we can debate about that. Don't forget, join Bobby of the Full-Time Sports Network, which is being shown live on here tonight for Porto versus Arsenal in the Champions League. I may make an appearance. I may not make an appearance, but who knows? I know Philip won't be making an appearance because he's out tonight. What are you up to?
Bingo.
All the 11s, 37.
Yep.
You have to video yourself doing bingo, Philip, for the channel.
Oh, no chance.
Now, Philip, what one are we pick? What are you picking for me as my forfeit?
Oh no, I'll let you know. I'll let you know later.
No, you've got to do it now, Philip. We'll let's get it out of the way now.
No, I think you have a choice of wearing either an England or an Arsenal shirt on a stream.
Can I wear an Arsenal shirt? I'm sorry, I cannot wear an England shirt. I couldn't get myself to do that.
Let's see. Let me come up with a halfway house on it then. Could you wear an England rugby shirt?
No, nothing England. I'm sorry.
Could you leave it with me? We'll have one for you tomorrow. One that's acceptable. All right.
Yeah.
Now, bye. I have to go back to work.
I'm not doing that one.
Yes.
Definitely not. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We are back tomorrow. I'm back at 5 to 12, of course, on THFC F1 Till We Die. And Philip, we're both back in here at 4 o'clock. So please join us tomorrow and get subscription on both channels. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Andrew, we trust.